Hi, my wonderful artists. Today in this video we're going to be coloring in the rest of the sprinkles and icing and talking about the dough and then how to do the background. Remember, we're working with complementary colors. Complementary colors are found opposite of the color wheel, and our pairings are red and green, blue and orange, purple and yellow. But because we have 4 squares, we only have 3 big pairings, and our fourth quarter of our picture is going to be a warm and a cool pairing. So remember, after you've gotten your donut all traced, and with Sharpie you're going to erase those pencil lines, and you should have, probably most of you already started to color the icing, but I'm just going to refresh our brain so we can remember what we're doing. So you're picking one of the pairings on this sheet. I'm going to choose, we'll choose yellow. So I'm going to color all of the icing, the big part here, yellow. Now my sprinkles do not need to be purple. My sprinkles can be any colors I want. I would not suggest doing a rainbow. I would choose 2 to 3 colors just to keep it simple. When you're coloring them with the colored pencil, just go nice and slow around them so you don't color them in. Now I'm not going to color the whole icing so we don't sit here and watch me, and we can get busy working. So for my sprinkles, I'm going to choose pink and orange. Again, when they fall out of a container, they do not fall in a pattern. They fall at random. So don't color them in a specific pattern. If you've got 2 colors that are the same next to each other, that's fine, because that would happen in real life. And then all my little circle ones, I'm going to do them just like sky blue. Again, like if you have a drizzle on top of a donut like you do here, you would color that in. You wouldn't need to color that. It's complementary color. You can color it any color similar, maybe one of the colors you have in your sprinkles. Like here I'm coloring it the light blue to tie it in and connect it together. Okay, once you've got all the icing and the sprinkles done, you can move on to the dough of the donut. And I'm going to show you how to do a chocolate donut and a like tan regular flavored donut. You can make them all chocolate if you want. So here's one that looks like with all 4 chocolate. But I would suggest if you want a peach donut, do only 2 chocolate, 2 peach. We only have a few peaches, 2 per table, so I want to give a fair share to everyone being able to use it if everyone wants to have at least a beige donut at their table. So I'm going to first show the brown. So we're going to lightly color the dough with the brown. You don't want to press super hard. You want to just go lightly around where the dough of the donut is. And to create a shadow to make it look 3D, I'm going to show you how to do that in a second once you get all your dough of the donut colored in. So with the chocolate donut, we're just going to lightly go over right next to the marker line. I'm not going to press super hard because I don't want it to be this like dark bold line. So I don't want it to look like this here where I press down really hard. I want it to be a gradual change. So I'm just going to lightly go over right next to the marker line to give that darker shadow. Okay. And then if you were to do a beige donut, similar to that color, I'm going to use this sheet here. You're going to take the peach colored pencil and go nice and slow around your icing. You're just going to color it lightly. You don't have to color it super, super light. You want enough that the color is on the paper. Now I'm going to color this inside of the donut. So if any of your donuts have holes, you're going to color that inside part here. Now to create the shadow for the peach or beige donut, I'm going to come with the brown right on top, right next to the marker edge. I'm not going to touch the icing. I'm just creating that darker shadow by placing the brown lightly on donut right next to the marker line. I'm going to do this around the whole thing. Again, I'm not pressing super hard, very light, because I want it just to blend gradually with that peach. Now, the inside here, you are going to just go right here where the pointy part of the donut is. Press very light just to create that darker shadow. And there you have that. Now, if you wonder what that would you do the same thing for a chocolate donut? Yes, you would. So you would color it just very lightly, and then you would come back in at the corners and color that in there just to get that to be that darker shadow, even if it's a chocolate donut. Pay attention to your pairings so that you make sure you've got one of each in each section.